How we doing, YouTube? I'm Josh Moon, back with my second video, and the topic of this video is acceptance. The first group I want to speak about is the gay community, or the LGBT community. And the reason I feel like it is so pressing or important for me to speak about this certain group is because the rights that are due to them is a huge hot button issue both inside Washington and at the state level. For example, back in 2004, my state, Ohio, voted to ban gay marriage. But more recently this year, New York became the 6th and most populated state in the US to allow gay marriage. What is so unique though about all 6 states who allow gay marriage is that none of them have reached this decision through a popular vote. In other words, politicians have enacted these laws without putting it to the people. Now, I do have an issue with that, but that doesn't mean that I am against gay marriage. In fact, I am pro-gay marriage. I am pro-homosexual relationships. In my opinion, if you are a legally married gay couple, you should enjoy every single right a normal married couple would enjoy. Whether those rights be the right to marry or health insurance rights, whether it be life insurance, any of these other retirement benefits, any of that, pensions, all that good stuff. I feel like you should fully enjoy the same rights someone like myself would enjoy. Now, if you do know me personally, you know that I am a Christian and a conservative. So that may throw a little wrench into the works for a lot of you. And I know a lot of my fellow Christian conservatives will say, hey, the Bible comes out and speaks directly against homosexual relationships. I agree, it does. However, I also believe in a limited government. Why that limited government has to stop at the bedroom door absolutely surprises and perplexes me. I don't understand it. You see, we are not a nation that can be governed by one religion. We do have the freedom of religion. If we have the choice to choose what religion we would like to follow, obviously we can't choose one blanket religion to govern by. So that's just kind of where I stand on that. Also, please remember where Jesus Christ started his ministry. It wasn't in Galilee, Bethlehem, Jerusalem, or any of these other holy cities that we would think about today. In fact, it started in Caesarea Philippi, which is an all-pagan area. They all worship the goat god Pan. So why would Jesus choose Caesarea Philippi as his launching point for his ministry? Well, it's because Jesus wants the most unwanted people. And also, please keep into consideration that the ministry of Christ was one of acceptance, forgiveness, and love. Please also, secondly, remember that there are no perfect people allowed in heaven anyway. So God bless you if you are against gay marriage, and God bless you if you are for gay marriage. But don't make that the gospel if you are a Christian, because it isn't the gospel. Please, okay? Moving on here, the next group I would like to speak about are Hispanic communities. And I know as soon as I say Hispanic communities, the first country that comes to mind from a U.S. perspective is Mexico. And the first word that comes to mind when I say Mexico is immigration. Now granted, Mexico is the #1 source for illegal immigrants coming into the United States. But also, a unique paradigm is created when you stop and realize that Mexico is the #1 source for legal immigrants coming into our country as well. Kind of weird, kind of unique, I know. Like I said, I do believe in a limited federal government, which means I believe states have every single right to pass immigration laws or to build a fence along their borders. But if these laws start to discriminate and isolate against a certain group of people, then I have a problem with it, and then I believe the federal government does need to step in, which is why I think you're starting to see them step in some cases, whether it be in Arizona, New Mexico, Texas, wherever else. If they are discriminating against legal immigrants to this country or legal U.S. citizens, it becomes a problem, in my opinion, and I think that is an opinion shared by the majority of Americans. If I'm wrong, so be it. I've been wrong before. That's fine. Now, I realize that we are never going to be a country that sings Kumbaya, we are the world. We're not all going to hold hands and sit around a fire and whistle and love each other. Whatever. I get that. But show people kindness. Listen to someone. Don't just hear them, but listen with your ears, your heart, and your mind instead of with your mouth. Okay? There's a big difference, as I mentioned, between listening and hearing, and believe me, people don't know the difference all the time. Also, smile. Show a little bit of respect as well. You would expect the same in return, would you not? Why not do that? I'm telling you, it can make a person's day, a person's week, a person's year, and in extreme cases, a person's life. Trust me. I've seen it in action. I've carried it out myself a few times. It does work. So take the time out to smile and show appreciation. Granted, we may come down on a very decisive issue on opposite ends, but we can all agree on one thing: equality. And the fact that this country has accepted positive change has got us to where we are today. Without accepting positive change, our nation would not have great leaders. Our nation would not be fully integrated the way that we are today. Where would we be without the abolishment of slavery? We wouldn't have a civil rights movement. We wouldn't have Malcolm X. We wouldn't have Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. We wouldn't have President Barack Obama, no matter how much I disagree with the guy. Okay? Also, please remember that these minority groups, I would say a very vast majority of them, in the 90%, do not want extended rights. They want equal rights. The same rights that a person like myself or you, if you're a straight person, can enjoy. Okay? If you're an American citizen, legal U.S. citizen, you should enjoy full rights that I can enjoy or anyone else can enjoy. There should be no discrimination among demographics, no matter what these demographics are, whether it be on race, religion, sexual preference. It doesn't matter. To me, it's unconstitutional if those rights are denied. Okay? Again, I get that we're not going to be a we are the world type of society. I understand that. I don't expect that. But please, again, show a little bit of kindness, folks. It doesn't kill you and it doesn't hurt. Okay? Thank you guys so much for viewing the video. If you'd like to, please subscribe. If you have any questions, shoot them my way. I'll be more than happy to answer them for you. Thanks so much for watching YouTube, and we'll see you next time.